All right, guys,
Okay, we're back.
we're back. We got a game.
Got a game. It seems like all tables are packed, and we're ready for this Wednesday weekly.
Let's get it going. So, starting us off, we've got Hyena Wolf playing Ochako 1, and we've got Narin Zade, Narin Zade playing Eraserhead.
Uh, we're seeing a lot of erasers. It's I'll say that. It's actually interested to see how these games will lead to provisionals, and we've seen eraser over the last few weeks. Just show up and being a consistent deck. So, what do you think, Luan? In terms of we should focus on that game, but I'd love to get your thoughts on Eraserhead, and do you think will be a deck that gets to kind of the top eight in the provisionals?
We've certainly have seen a lot of Eraserheads in the past few weeks in our webcam weeklies and some of the other events that are happening. But we haven't yet seen an Eraserhead do, I think, win, whether it's one of the top 8 tournaments. Maybe a couple have, made their way through the webcam weeklies, but not as many as you would think compared to the representation of Eraserheads that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
I would say. But here we go. Ochako 1, however, we saw Tam win Cardwell, bringing Ochako to the.
I still remember the
girl.
The
girl, yeah. Took it down, the whole thing. And so, I wonder if this is a similar deck that we've got here. It looks like there's some spice. I see tight-lipped and amphibious ambush right there for Ochako. And Ochako starting off with the throw right there coming in hot. So definitely something that, Eraser had a 19 health, right? That's going to hurt. And I think we also saw some tight lift get one, so that's going to be 4 damage.
It's a powerful card.
And there you go. Eraserhead's going to take a pretty hefty chunk there right off the bat. And,
this is a powerful card and a powerful character. Think of Ochako 1, Ochako 2. It's reminds me of Nomu, like, just faster.
So looks like we're taking our 4 damage as Razorhead. We blocked with calling for backup. Now Ochako could respond and move the zero gravity lift into their momentum. Looks like Hyena Wolf is thinking about it. But decides to just build since they're going to get into the momentum anyways. They're just going to build for the rest of the turn. No reason to use that ability right away.
That is a smart strategy. Taking your time and draining your opponent.
There you go. And that's a card that next turn, zero gravity lift, you're going to be able to use its effect and its momentum to continue to cycle your abilities. So very, very strong turn 2 from Ochako.
Absolutely. Are we seeing an extend here?
Recipro extend.
I mean, this is one of your favorites.
I mean, Paul plays a lot of Eraserhead, and whenever we play, he always has Recipro extend in his hand. Whatever the attack string starts.
It's one of these cards that you can't go wrong starting with it.
Next time I have to check his sleeves.
No, it's a powerful card. A lot of uses to the enhancements, and I have 4 of those in my deck.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna run the kick package, no reason not to. It draws a card, gives +2/+2 to your next one, and pretty well statted 4/4/4.
Yep.
And with Eraserhead, you can give it +2 speed, so it's a 4/6 for 4.
Absolutely.
So let's see here. We've got looks like some shuffling there. I don't know what's that about, but it's coming at it in Ochako now. Oh, it looks like Ochako took the damage. Decided not to block.
This is interesting. And you and I talk about it all the time. And depending on that, you decide. And he continues. Eraserhead continues right there
with one of the kicks. I think it's. Is it acceleration kick or? It's one of the kicks there.
Yeah.
But checks a 3 on it. So I believe he checked a 3 on it. Hold on, we're gonna zoom in here.
Yeah.
Try to get some.
Well, that's a good idea.
Try to get some more clarity. Let's see.
Chat, if you guys can recognize the card here.
Yeah, indeed he did. So it looks like this is the kick from the DLC.
I see.
I forget what it's called. Yeah, there we go. High engine kick.
Yep.
Oliver's got us covered.
Applause.
Gotta hit the button. All right, so high engine kick coming. Another pretty fast attack. You can discard a card to give it plus speed. You can use Eraser Head to pick up an erase, give it more speed. So not that much damage though, 4 damage, but it looks like we're gonna block with a Bonds of Friendship from Ochako, and
Yep.
I think that block is successful. And so there you go. That one was blocked. It had.
Yeah. The real question is, do you continue? And it seems like it. Is it a foundation or?
Yeah, it looks like he's building down now. Yeah, as a racer head, you don't have a lot of health.
And that's I think the importance here, and just balancing the amount of attacks you want to put, where you just want to play a slow game, and that's to your advantage given the health profile and the power.
Exactly. And it's going to be a question mark right now for Ochako, who gets to draw a fresh hand, and Eraserhead doesn't have that much health, and so do you go
and
in?
She's powerful.
Do you go in and looks like we're going to play Meteor Shower?
Okay.
Very strong attack. And I don't know if they have a Meteor Shower in their discard pile, but if they do, the play that you can do here is you can remove 0 gravity lift from your momentum. Then your Meteor Shower goes into your momentum, and then you can pick it back up and play it back again. Although you can also just use Ochako's ability, so maybe that's the play.
And she has the card in the discard pile as well. Previous attack. In the momentum, sorry.
Exactly. So Ochako will have a lot of ways to cycle attacks this turn. So Eraserhead's gonna have to be ready to defend. And defend he does. Looks like he picks up an erase, gives it -2 speed. And this is an interesting Ochako. I believe they're playing on life because we're seeing tight lip there on the backboard on the staging area, and obviously pumping that damage for all of their attacks. So curious to see if we see any other cards that I usually see Ochako in air.
Yep.
If sometimes I see chaos, but not too much life.
Talk to me about using tight lipped in the Ochako deck. How do you think this is useful? And I've seen you play it quite often. Yeah.
Well, tight lip is a card for sure, but we saw in turn 1, with with 0 gravity lift to throw. And so tight lift guarantees the throw for going from 6 damage to 7 damage. And because in MHA we only know how to round up, that's 4 damage right there instead of a 3 damage card. And against an Eraserhead at 19, you only need 4 of those.
Yeah.
And look at this amphibious ambush. And so this is really interesting. Amphibious ambush will be able to bounce Meteor Shower into Ochako's momentum because of range attack.
Okay.
And then now. So basically, Ochako will have 3 chances of bouncing cards from its card pool to her momentum by using the 0 gravity lift in their momentum, by using Amphibious Ambush's enhance ability, as well as Ochako's ability to that's printed on her card. And she can pick up any of these abilities as well as part of her character card.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm a big Eraserhead fan, but this is a lot of power,
It is, yeah. And
it's well played.
I think Amphibious Ambush is likely the reason we're seeing Ochako life here, where you can, just abuse this constant momentum cycling, where there you go. The attack comes through, and we see that we're using Ochako response to build down that into our momentum. And guess what? The turn resets. We're back to playing Meteor
Facts.
Shower. We
Yep.
played 2 attacks. We cleared our card pool. We have one more momentum, and now we've gotten the chance
Yep.
to play down a Meteor Shower.
And very few characters have that ability, you know. And
Yep. Hyena Wolf really showing us how
yep.
the power of Ochako and on life. Not the Ochako that we saw top over at the PBG 1K. And I think so far Eraserhead has, I believe, blocked both of them.
Here we go. I'm seeing an erase.
Yep. There you go.
And it should be used well. I frankly believe most people don't use the erase well enough. Where you're in a defensive mode, and what I try to always do is just have as many erases as possible to just try to half block or full block, and then use the breaker one.
Yeah, and looks like wow, the amphibious ambush gets picked back up and played back down, and you can clear your card pool a second time this turn because you have amphibious ambush, which will bounce Meteor Shower back into your momentum, and you're gonna have zero gravity lift to remove from your momentum to bounce amphibious ambush back into it if you choose to. And looks like we had Meteor Shower that did hit. As well as looks like Eraserhead's down to 7 life.
You're gonna see these Meteor Showers continue,
and there you go. Meteor Shower gets picked back up once more, and looks like we're tapping past the torch, drawing maybe thinking about drawing a little bit more gas in the tank. Maybe we only have that one Meteor Shower copy in our hand, and we're thinking of getting one more attack to see if we can block it. But it looks
get us back to the erase here.
Looks like we're attempting to block here with Eraserhead, and we will be. Looks like we'll be successful in a half block after the erase has taken off the. And we check another Meteor Shower, and guess what? We'll be able to pick that Meteor Shower back up. We actually don't need to play zero gravity lift now. We may not have the foundations to go all the way to deeps to play the Meteor Shower on a 6. I mean, if we check a 5, maybe we can. But let's see what Hyena Wolf chooses, because that could be enough for lethal. Eraserhead seems to be pretty tapped out on resources currently. And who knows? Maybe the passing the torch did draw us that additional attack that we needed. Therefore, we would now play the zero gravity lift to clear our card pool of the Meteor Shower. And put down another attack, but it looks like Eraserhead trying to block. And does indeed block. But I believe Eraserhead is down to one life, I think, because we have blocked the last 2 high attacks, and we're building. We're not gonna go for. We're gonna keep the zero gravity lift in our momentum.
It's key at this point, and
we're still sitting on 23 life, so we don't need to.
You're right.
We don't need to go as deep here if we choose not to. And we have plenty of momentum. Eraserhead's got to find 23 damage. And
is it doable? It is doable with the momentum at end right now, but it's not. It's a difficult one.
It's not going to be easy.
It's the difficult one.
And we already saw that Eraserhead did block an attack with reciprocal burst last turn as well.
Yep.
One of the big.
What's happening in the chat, Lon?
What is happening in the chat?
I don't know.
Not much.
Okay, not much.
Not much. What do you guys think about the game so far, chat?
Yeah.
You guys like Ochako Life?
Are we Ochako fans or Eraserhead fans?
Well, it seems like we are starting with high engine kick.
There we go. Craft 864.
Feels like, Craft, there was definitely a lot of card pool, removing back to the momentum, picking it back up Meteor Shower, and she did clear the card pool.
Yes,
almost twice. Yes. She didn't use the zero gravity lift at the end of the day. Decided to hold on to it, which is very interesting. I mean, at this point, you could tap Ochako next turn, pick it up back up as a throw, and just lay it back down and probably go for game.
Yeah, And
So
that's the way you would play. That's the
because
way you would play. That throw.
you're just kind of rely on Eraserhead not being able to do 23 in one
Yeah.
turn, and that's probably enough. And again, I'm not sure if seven.
Are we at 7 or 1? Yeah, I'm
Um,
seeing 7 here, and you're saying 1.
I think we took half damage on those two last attacks, and I think the Hyena Wolf there has not updated it on their scoreboard. Or I could be wrong, obviously. Wouldn't be the first time. But we're as Racerhead, we are going for it. We're continuing to play
What
our
is he
attacks.
playing?
We're playing Engine Rush.
Okay, another one of my favorites here.
It looks like we're going to move swiftly to blocking, or looks like we're doing some thinking here. But Hyena Wolf definitely bringing in some spicy Ochako gameplay. It looks like we do decide, in fact, not to block, take the damage, going down to 14.
And that's a straight, draw 2 cards immediately. You've got a 7-hander becoming a 9-hander.
That is true. That
Yep.
is true. Well, if Eraserhead, he is pretty tapped out at this point. He only has one foundation up. He does know that Ochako has a throw that she can pick back
Yep.
up. And so what do you do in this position?
You
Looks like you
build.
build. And you pray. And perhaps he
That's-
is at 7 life. Maybe I'm wrong.
Still, that's I guess you're building up your momentums at this point, or you have nothing else to play.
Well, you definitely, he does not have access to wall cling, and he does have access to 2 resistances. Well, one is committed, but and looks like it's a straight up scoop.
Oh, it's a scoop! Wow.
Yeah, I think Razorhead was definitely down to 1 HP. Knew that the throw was going to come back up. Even with a resistance, if you had 2 resistances up, actually, you may have. No, it's a 6 damage attack. No, it wouldn't have worked.
And I think it's that's all part of the strategy. You've got time on the line here, and Eraserhead is a slow beat if you're gonna play it right. And
well put. Yeah, and he tried to fish for something, couldn't find it, and decided that instead of continuing on to play out the turn and wasting some time on the clock, he'll take what we assume is to be turn 1 advantage. And perhaps put the pressure on Ochako this time around. But that was a very impressive line that Ochako played with.
Very well done.
Amphibious ambush into meteor shower, and basically because of how Ochako works and how amphibious ambush works and meteor shower works, slammed both of them. She played that both of them like twice for twice in the same turn. Or she played the meteor shower. She was able to play the amphibious ambush, cycle the meteor shower, cycled the amphibious ambush, picked up the meteor shower, played the meteor shower, picked up the amphibious ambush, laid down another amphibious ambush.
Too many showers here. Too many. Yeah. No, really well played.
Yeah. And be curious to see the consistency of that deck, though. You do have to have the right combination of cards, and clearly she even has 0 gravity lift, didn't even use it. So decided to go for more conservative line, and it paid off. So let's see if Eraserhead can pick it back up in game 2 here. So I would assume you would want to start turn 1, right, Paul?
Oh, absolutely. That's the. I hate to say it, that's the path to win.
You want the advantage of going first, of laying it into your opponent, the ability to basically be the first person to attack, and there we go. Now he realizes committed. His character was not committed. And okay, well, we see 2 fulfill my duties.
Yep.
Calling for backup. And another calling for backup on the 3. Ouch! That is not what we want to see.
Yeah.
That is not what we want to see. We're only going to build 3, and that hurts. We're a 7-hander.
Yeah.
Couldn't find one of those 0 cost foundations. Had to go for a 4 check. And we got punished.
Or he's getting ready for an attack. Let's see.
On the other hand, Ochako building 4 comfortably. debating whether or not to probably go for maybe a check on a 5 here, or a 4 actually. We're gonna build 5. Um, oh, looks like we lost. We lost Nara. No, he is back. Just for a split second there. Now, the technical rule in a situation like this, and this is this is a friendly local game.
Give me the
but,
rules.
and this is really up to the opponent here, because Heine Wolf could call a judge and tell the judge that there was a drop in connection, and in that scenario, this would be an automatic game loss.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Have you seen this happen?
We've had such a courteous,
Yeah.
I think the judges are more strict about that rule than the actual players. The players are we have a very friendly
We have a
community,
great community. Yeah.
and typically people don't want to, it doesn't feel good. If I were sitting in that chair, I wouldn't want my opponent to get a game lost necessarily just because
I didn't know that rule. It's where can we find rulings?
Well,
Give me,
yeah,
give me any sneak peeks or details here on that.
guys, we've had a new ruling, obviously, on Giro today, and
Yeah.
tomorrow. Actually, that's something that we were going to announce on the pre-show. But
Give
tomorrow
them give them a sneak
we are
peek.
posting all the tournament rules on our website, and we'll also post on social media so you guys have it. But we will have all of our tournament rules posted on our website for you guys to dive in right before the provisional, so you can see this type of information firsthand. So let's get back to the game here, and Eraserhead coming in with a really just nasty combination. I gotta say, you got your reciprocal extend, draws you a card, gives you next attack +2/+2, and similar to last game, looks like Ochako decides to take it.
Yep.
And now you have a +8/+8. Big damage card coming at you.
We know this one.
You've got Flying Thruster Kick. That's the name. Yes.
I mean,
Flying Thruster
plus
Kick.
the +2/+2/+2/+2. It adds up.
Indeed, it does.
But that is, I feel like this is a common lineup, and that's the right way to play it.
But looks like Ochako does successfully block on this time around, and so does not take the 8 damage. Very well played. She was patient.
Yep.
Knew that the extend was only going to hit for 4.
Yep.
And held on to her resources.
Yep.
To block the bigger attack. Very well played.
And and if you're a Eraserhead at that point, you see that 4 damage. Do you call it a day and move on and build out? Do you continue attacking? How would you play that?
Dude, if I have Flying Thruster Kick in my hand, it's so tempting to play it out, right?
It's tough to say no.
You're gonna get an 8 high for 8.
Yep.
Very hard to defend against. But you're right. Sometimes you just extend, you can bait it out. You get your momentum, you play the foundation.
You build it out, and it's back to that point of just draining the opponent with it.
And look at this. We got the tight-lipped zero gravity lift combination once again. Very, very potent. You're guaranteeing 1 more damage on the zero gravity lift, which makes it a 7 damage throw. Very, very powerful. This is another card that we haven't really seen in action, but Encouraging Training Partner, very solid card against Eraserhead as well. You're able to automatically set their big reciprocal burst to a 4-speed attack.
You've used it actually a few times against me.
A couple of times.
On different decks, and I never expect it. And guess what? This is
it sneaks
like
up on you.
I'm always excited with that killer attack, and you bring it out of nowhere, and then boom.
There you go. Someday you'll learn.
Yeah. One day at a time here.
So here we go, Amphibious Ambush. So we're not going to be able to use our combo enhancer to clear anything. So interesting play, because we could have kept zero gravity lift in the momentum and gone full value of Amphibious Ambush, but in this case we decided no, we were gonna play it by itself. So curious to see what we choose to do. And it looks like we're just going to continue to build on that one. We did not have
Interesting.
other attacks, it seems.
It's
Yeah.
probably no attacks.
Yeah. And it's interesting that we didn't play the if it was ambush, maybe the bounce. I mean, I guess you were going to use your Chaco response anyways for that. Yeah, a bit. I mean, you could have ended up your turn with two momentum. You could have bounced the zero gravity lift with amphibious ambush, and then use your response, your character, to get the amphibious ambush into your momentum as well. But maybe you were
Patient.
maybe you're patient. Yeah.
Again, I'm bringing that up again.
Well,
because...
it would have been a 6 check, right? If you
Yeah.
played it on a second, you would have progressive difficulty. And if you're trying to maintain your resources, and we're quite tapped out at this point, right? So I do respect that play as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, and look at that. We got a flying flusher kick to begin with. We definitely don't have the extend.
You don't have the extend. That's
if we're playing flying flusher on the first, we don't have the extend.
The question is, are you gonna start using your momentums on this turn? And that's what I'm waiting to see. Okay, we're going back to chat here.
Oh, and looks like Fusey with a knowledge drop. Zero gravity lift isn't the range attack, so you can come with ambush. Very, very well put. I forgot about that. Amphibious ambush needs to target a ranged attack. Therefore, my line of play was illegal, and Hyena Wolf definitely is a better pilot than I am. So it looks like we've got. Is that a? That's the eraser head kick. What's that one called? Oliver's gonna save us again. Binding kick.
Binding kick.
We had flying thruster kick, and now we have binding kick.
I don't play that card, and
it's a powerful one.
It's powerful.
Being able to draw is always powerful.
You want that, and I feel like I have other cards that do the drawing, but you're right, drawing on a 7-hander, and I think it's Tony who always says that, Tony at Iowa both. Hopefully we'll see him later, but he always says, if you can draw, you draw as much as possible.
Yep, always good to have more options in your hand. That is true. Wise words there. And looks like we are ending our turn right then and there. Having done pretty significant damage. We're down to 13 for Ochako. And
at this point, your eraser ad, you need to survive. This next turn, that. Here we go.
Did I miss this? Where's the zero gravity lift? Did eraser burn that away? I missed something there. Unless it's on the board, we just can't see it. But doesn't matter. We got a second one coming in. Zero gravity lift once more. There's a cool kid's called Zero Grav Lift.
Is Lenoco, is Tony playing today? I haven't had a time to look at the tables.
He's right there, table 6.
Oh, here we go. So Tony, our good friend, had a big announcement today.
True.
We'll hopefully have a few words with him later on. Would be great to get his reaction.
Yeah, wrapping that PPG t-shirt.
He is on a okay.
Interesting. So we've seen this play before. We're going with zero grav.
Yep.
We're hitting, obviously, with 4 damage. It's really, against Eraserhead, it's really great chip. It's really good.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a 1/4 here.
Oh, looks like we're adjusting our own health. Yep, there you go. That's where we got. So 11 HP for Eraserhead. We're going to respond. We could pick it back up, but looks like we're just going to build. So a lot less aggressive this time around from Ochako. Playing the longer game, cycling through the zero grav. And, it's good against Eraserhead. You're the only 4 turn. Nothing you can do about it. You've already won game 1. You're only at 13 HP as well, so if you can't kill on 11 HP, you probably want to hold on
Yep.
to that, those blocks in hand and survive the turn. And passing the torch, that's another one that like life Ochako allows you to have. So, Tony would be proud. Another
Yeah.
card that draws. So here we go. There's a big one.
Let's see it.
We're starting with the reciprocal burst.
Do we have 2 momentums here?
I believe we do. I believe we might even have 3.
Oh.
It's going to be a big one.
Are we gonna see a burst?
Yeah.
Are we gonna see a burst?
But here's the thing: we have 2 encouraging trading partners on the board.
Very
Ochako.
true.
So we will be able to reset. And here we go. It's happening. She
Here
even shows
we
the
go.
camera.
Here we go.
She's ready. She's like,
She's ready.
I have this card. I'm sorry. I'm going to reset your reciprocal burst down to 4.
She's ready.
So reciprocal burst not going to be as potent. But you know what? Looks like we're actually tapping natural leader for that extra bit of speed.
Yep.
So
that's a great foundation to be using with the eraser.
Well, that's the thing with Eraserhead also is that he's got other ways to buff his speed, not just with the momentum. And so here's where I think we're going to see: do we use our second encouraging training partner as Ochako?
Yeah.
To reset the speed one more time, and there you go. It looks like we do that once again. We have a special request.
Wow. Okay, let's interrupt the game.
Guys, we've had a request for chat, and we take those seriously.
It's happening.
We've got
these jellyfish things.
HPU 3. Enlighten us. Jellyfish things.
It's actually
the little jellyfish.
Oh my god! Can we do this? Can we interrupt the game?
No, we're not gonna.
I take these chat requests seriously.
Well, we will, but guess what? We will follow up.
We will follow up.
We'll get Hyena Wolf to tell us where she is getting those incredible jellyfish mascots. And you know what? We'll have Jellyfish Guy follow up on the jellyfish.
Wow. So wait, the jellyfish guy following up on jellyfish business.
Well, now known as Yu-Gi-Oh's Life. He changed his name into a palindrome. It's funny. You should check it out.
Oh my god!
But he's done that.
Okay.
So we are moving the block here. Let's get back to what's happening on the board, and it's an engine rush. We'll half block it with Bonds of Friendship. I mean, looks to me like we're going to survive the turn. We survived the burst. We are down to 5. But you know what? We have the jellyfish things. So that's a lot of moral support right there on the board. That is a lot of moral support on the board.
Oh my god. Great observation. I didn't even notice it. But she's got the full gear. Naren as the nails, the pink nails.
Yeah. Oh, I know what's happening. We've been just chatting in the background, but what she does is she taps a Choco on your opponent's turn to be able to pick up zero gravity lift. It's very smart play.
So do explain that to me.
Well, so a Choco's enhanced ability, you can actually play it on your turn to pick up an attack, or on your opponent's turn.
Wow.
And so when she does it on her opponent's turn, she will have her character ready for the next turn, so if she picks up yet another attack, which could be 2 zero gravity lifts.
Very interesting move.
And now that we're down to 11 HP, as Eraser and looks like Eraserhead probably got game on that last one. We were so enthralled with that one play, we missed the game winning move there. But looks like I think we failed a block, and we had one more attack as Eraserhead, and seems like move on to game 3.
Okay. I didn't pay attention to that. That's okay.
Yep. Looks like Never mind. Erase. We did not see
It-
the game-winning play. Oh,
Scoop.
Eraser hate scooped.
Wow.
Yeah,
A double scoop.
the double scoop. He decided that
Ochako is too powerful.
Ochago had the ability to play zero grab, play it again. That's 8 damage guaranteed with 2 tight lips, and then he would be down to
And
3 HP.
he probably didn't have any killer attacks here.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Um,
So where are we at now?
Kraft says double scoop is worth more points than actually winning.
Kraft, give us that breakdown.
I mean,
Is it?
it's a gentlemanly thing.
I see.
You
It's
know,
a pride thing.
you're.
Can we do double scoop merch? I feel like that should be a thing.
1 point for the pride. Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
You're not gonna let your opponent finish you off.
Yes,
you're
yes, very true.
You're gonna be respectful and say, you know what? It's like chess. Once like the grandmasters of chess, they never
Okay.
get to the checkmate, right?
There's no checkmate. Yeah,
The two grandmasters stare at the board like,
it's
okay,
like
you've won. You've won
it's
the
the
pawn.
handshake. Yeah.
It's the handshake. It's
Yeah.
like I can see 5 turns into the future.
Okay, we got some research done here. Jellyfish plushies are on Amazon.
Wow. Will Gamesh,
Wait, wow.
what is your relation
Yeah,
to
tell us more.
our hyena wolf? Wow.
Amazing, love it.
Love it. Did
It-
you bring her into the game? Or
Yeah.
did she bring you into the game?
Wow, you're stealing my questions. I love this.
I
I love
mean,
this.
This is.
So do you guys play against each other? On date nights? Like, how does that work? Wow, the jellyfish guy.
Dude, I mean, both equally hyped. Look at that. I mean, there's a reason why they're married, Paul. They're both playing MHA CCG.
I'm not gonna say this, but can you get me a MHA CCG girlfriend here?
Oh, Paul. We'll
We'll
have
take
to
this
do that.
offline.
We'll take this offline. Not on stream.
Not
Not
on
on
stream.
stream. Can't do
Not
this
on
on
stream.
stream. Exactly. Wow, that is. Denied.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man. Will Gamesh, I mean, that's props to you, dude. Props to you and your wife for playing MHA and for her taking you down 2-0 on Ochako. Bringing pride to the Will Gamesh Hyena Wolf
Wow.
couple.
We're seeing a Jasco member here. Zoe Shank teasing us.
And Yu-Gi-Oh's life.
Yu-Gi-Oh's life
is here as well.
Yu-Gi-Oh's life is here.
Well, that was really fun. I mean, we have some more time. Let's see who we want to pop into. Maybe we got this is a good one. We got Chris Smith against Christopher Bromley. Table
Okay.
7. I want to pop in here. We're just gonna announce to the. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. We won't announce to them. We're gonna let them play it out. Let's see what's going on here. So
Who are they playing here?
we have Cumley Woods. Looks like on water for Bromley. And we've got Ochako 1, another Ochako 1
Okay.
for Brody Wan, also known as Chris Smith, also known as Rockford TCG. It looks like they're duking it out. We've got a full board here with Kamui. I've watched Bromley streams when he was playing Todoroki, and I recognize a lot of these cards
Yep.
that he was playing.
But what's nice with Camille Woods, he's good at blocking, and reducing the damage. It's very difficult to kill. I don't know the deck well enough. How does that work with having Toto involved, and have you seen these cards play with that character?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think this is like the exact. It seems like it's the exact same list
With
that he was playing for Shoto Todoroki.
Okay.
But he's replacing our boy Shoto with Kamui. And both very defensive cards. I mean, Kamui maybe even more so because you can actually reduce damage, whereas Shoto was canceling abilities. So two different ways of playing a defensive game play style, and you know, this is obviously a package that
Yeah.
Bromley's very familiar with. He's very experienced and has just swapped in a character. You know what? This might be game 2, game 3. Maybe he did a character swap, perhaps from
Very
Shoto
interesting.
to Kamui. That is speculation. I do not know. And indeed, we got two big names here right now playing in front of us, and so
Where's Tam?
Tam
Give it.
Tam's a karate teacher. If you guys didn't know that,
Okay.
and he teaches karate on Wednesdays.
Man, this guy's dangerous with the cards and
Yeah,
off the cards.
exactly. He is. Uh, when just like the character that he played, Ochako's had a karate lessons too in the anime.
Very true. Wow, I'd forgotten about this.
There you go.
Okay, wow.
She's in her internship or whatever they
Very
call
true.
it.
Yeah,
Work
the
study,
training plan. Yeah.
trading plan, something. But it's interesting that Chris Smith here, Brody,
Yep.
he brought an Ochako 2, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago to a Wednesday Webcam Weekly, took it down. And now he's on Ochako 1. I'm not sure he's playing the exact same package, but it looks like it's a lot of similar cards. And then you've got Bromley here playing his signature character, Todoroki, or at least his package,
Yeah.
but now moving it over to Kamui.
So do remind me, why would you move from an Ochako 2 to an Ochako 1?
It's a good question, and they're similar yet different, right? You have a Ochako 2, which is a 5-hander,
Okay.
right? Meaning you draw 5 hands in
Yep.
return, and you have fewer options. And I think, and I've talked to a couple of Ochako players. I think people, the wisdom right now, I know, the gossip, what the kids are saying, actually what the old guys are saying, the old UFS guys are saying.
I think we're the kids.
Yeah, exactly. This is the knowledge passed on down to us, is that Ochako 1, just is a little bit more consistent.
Okay.
You can proc your response a little bit more consistently because you don't have to be doing damage to get it back to your momentum, right? Whereas Ochako 2, you have to hit, and you're 5-hander. So if that first attack didn't hit, can you really play a second attack? Do you really have a third attack? And it's much easier to just block her out, and your game plan can be like that. Whereas Ochako 1 here, she has an automatic bounce, right? And there's a little bit more, finessing with her deck. And so, but jury's out. We'll see.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll see Ochako 1s and Ochako 2s.
I'm excited to see the meta around that.
Yeah. And so let's look at the game state right here real quick. So looks like we got 20 health for Ochako, and we're at 18 for Kamui. And Kraft makes a very good point that we're already giving -2 damage to every single attacks that are coming out in the lineup here. And so Ochako is a character that wants to play a lot of attacks in a turn, just keep on hitting with those meteor showers in the loop. And Kamui says, nope, no thank you. Your attacks are going to be blocked, and your attacks are going to get reduced in damage.
Like I said, Kamui Woods is known to outlast his opponents, so again, going back to the previous game we looked at, it's all about timing.
100% agreed. And we've got two very veteran players. I think that's worth highlighting. Both Bromley and Chris Smith here are long-time Universes players. They are, very well known in the industry.
Pill. Yeah, I love that comment.
Yeah, good point. And as long as you have a good blocking setup as Kamui, right, which again Shoto has shown us that he can be, with the wall clings and the plus ultra blocks and all of that you can really have it. But you can keep on doing what Kamui does best, shutting your opponent out. And look at that, slamming out a frigid heat wave. And hold the phone. I think this is an XR frigid heat wave too.
Bring the rarity.
I do think we have it's a little bit low quality on the stream here in the Discord channel, but
well, chat, you just confirmed this for us.
I think this is because you're seeing the full arc version of the Frigid Heat Wave. Chris Bromley doesn't fuck around.
He doesn't fuck around.
Doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
And here we go. Kamui taps himself, gives a +1 damage. I'm sure we drew a billion cards off Frigid Heat Waves. We're probably milling for a few more damage as well. So yeah, this seems to be hitting for big damage. Let's see what Choco chooses to do, and I think that we're taking it. Okay. I guess we didn't hit any range attacks, and when we milled, it seemed. That's a good one. Frog Lashing. We're gonna be able to ready to, and we're gonna be able to give it a billion damage.
I mean, this just a power card.
It is, and a great finisher card. I mean, look, Ochago's still healthy, but this is a very, very strong attack now. I think we've gotten 5 ready foundations there, and we have the Kamui, +1 damage as well, and so we're hitting with quite a bit. Let's call it that, quite a bit.
Yep.
And do we choose to block here as Ochago? Oh yeah, it's correct. 9 ready foundation. I meant 5 ready flipped foundations.
Yeah. Does he have flip foundations? I can't see this here.
Yeah. So the pink sleeves.
There we go.
Those are the ones that are, yeah. Wow, looks like we're taking...
It's a big attack. What are we, 13, 14?
Yeah, we took I think that must have been half. But down to a low life total.
Okay.
Oh, that's
continues.
Eat my sticky balls. Checks.
Let's go.
Hey, eat my sticky balls.
The sticky balls continue.
It continues.
I was about to ask, will we see sticky balls on this Bromley deck?
Well, we certainly are, and one checks into another one. We're going to be adding card in the card pool regardless of what happens. But do we continue here? Do we go for game? Our opponent down to 9. Where we have a creepy realization, which is going to get a villain attack as well.
I mean, would you scoop something like this? Well, we've seen so much scooping today, so I'm intrigued on the kind of theories and strategy around this thing.
Well, Chris is not out of it yet. He's got some. He's going to tap Ochako. He's going to pick a 0 gravity lift up.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to block with it, but he could block with. So he pops a release. So he's gonna go. He is gonna go block with 0 grav, and I think that passes the check. So he survives.
Okay.
And he's only been able to do 2 damage. Oh wow, tongue whip coming out. Ooh, not a great check though. So we're gonna be committing quite a bit. Right. Looks like, but we're playing a 4th attack in a string, and we do pass it. Committing a whole bunch, but it's gonna be a 4 low for 7 now, and not enough quite for lethal just yet. But if we do tap creepy realization, which we will, we're gonna give it 4 more damage.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 2 more damage because we have 2 cards in your opponent's card pool, but it will be enough for lethal. So. We're doing some math here as Chris. We have a low block. We check a 3, but we do have enough resources on board to tap out, and that's a veteran. That's a veteran UFS player right there. That's a veteran player.
That was close.
Close, but you know what?
That was close.
We're not done. We're not done, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another tongue whip.
Man, he hasn't stopped.
5th attack in this. Is this enough for lethal now? This might be. We're getting +2 from Kamui, +3 from 9 damage. That will be enough for lethal, and we're tapped out, and we have 4 progressive difficulty. 1 card in hand. He's thinking about it, doing some math. Can he block? He has 6 checks in his deck, so maybe
that's it.
Oh, plus ultra reduces checks to 6, but it's not enough.
Wow.
Not enough.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, that was intense.
Yeah.
I thought after the 3rd attack that would be it.
Yeah, dude. The tongue whip.
Yeah.
the tongue whip hitting
It's
exactly when he needed to hit, and clogging the carpool so that the last tongue whip was
yep.
right around. We had a plus ultra. We even checked a six, but we were just too low on resources. So Christopher Bromley, I don't know if that was game two or game three, but we are getting close to time. So now they're going to have one more in the tank there. But
I'll tell you what, I can continue watching them. This is
yeah,
pretty intense.
very, 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 and um, Christopher Bromley also proving us once again, that water defensive package is really good defensively, but now proving it can be very explosive as well.
Very true.
That was an
We've got
explosive
an
turn.
interesting comment from Barry Everson here. I love watching these events. Just really wish they started it a little later. This such a good comment. And the problem is we have a lot of people to please. We've got the East Coast, Central, Pacific, and what's nice, Barry, we've got events almost every day. And we've got content creators on the community calendar. We've got local game stores uh, doing events on weekends as well, during the day, on evenings. So would invite you to check it out and join us.
Yeah, and for those of us in the West Coast, we are as well, in PST time zone. Uh, we're working on something to bring a
Oh,
West Coast tournament organizer, with a more West Coast friendly time zone as well, so that
are you teasing us here? I didn't know
well,
about this.
well, it's in the works. There's nothing that's been officially announced yet, Paul. So
Okay,
uh, my lips are sealed.
tight lip.
Tight lip. And you know, yeah, but Barry, your point is well taken. We
Yep.
we do have a big community, and you know what? One day, the product will make its way to the shores of other countries,
Yeah.
and
And
we're,
there's
we're
gonna be a
gonna
game.
we're gonna need more events.
Yeah.
Um, Paul's gonna have to start, sleeping later.
That's a tough one. Or you may have to wake up earlier.
That's not happening. Well, guys, so I think that'll be it for round one. What an exciting round! We had Ochako Life taking out 2-0, and we got to catch a glimpse of a really exciting matchup here between two veteran players who, um, one showed us some great blocking, but the other one also showed us like some great planning ahead of an attack lineup there. So we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah. I'll say one thing, Barry. I'm just reading your comment, and I want to help you out. I know that PPG has usually events on Sundays. Uh, I could try to have someone on our team, maybe Jellyfish, reach out, help you out. We want to accommodate, and would love to get to know you and play with you. So do reach out.
All right, Oliver, why don't you take us to the promised land?